Hey, welcome back to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Listen, I kid you not. Millions of donkeys go missing in Africa. Now, a large Chinese syndicate has been caught red-handed. Now, I know you got to ask yourself, what does millions of donkeys have to do with a Chinese syndicate? I already know what you're thinking. You're thinking restaurants, you're thinking donkey fried rice, you're thinking whatever. You got to listen to this, okay? Hit that subscribe button. Nah, for real, hit the subscribe button. You come here, you enjoy my content, just hit that subscribe button. That's all I ask. Okay, so China has an affection for unconventional things and commodities, and sometimes they are procured at the expense of unwilling partners. Africans are one of the victims of Chinese love for weird things. Of late, the Chinese love for a show called Empresses in the Palace, which portrayed the aristocratic characters using a traditional Chinese medicine called EJIAO. From now on, I'm going to pronounce EJIAO as Ejiao. Ejiao, which is made from donkey skin. This has triggered an extensive demand for this product, Ejiao, in China. Now, it was all set in the Chinese imperial court, and at a certain time of the day, the ladies of the court would all say, "Let's have some Ejiao," said Simon Pope, who works for the UK-based charity, the Donkey Sanctuary. I'm not making this up. Ejiao, also called donkey glue, is used as medicine or as a tonic for health and beauty in China. As a result of this program, the demand for Ejiao just literally went through the roof. The problem was that China simply does not have enough donkeys to be able to meet the demands. China does not have enough supply of donkey skin to cater to the overwhelming supply for Ejiao. So the Chinese began seeking donkey skin supplies from overseas, mainly from Africa, where local tribes from nations like Mali and Zimbabwe employ donkeys as house animals. Attempts to buy the donkeys from local tribes were met with hostilities. Soon, to cater to the demands, Chinese syndicates reportedly started stealing the donkeys out of Africa. Chinese demands have reportedly exceeded 50 lakh donkeys for Ejiao. However, only 20 lakh of those have procured indigenously, while the rest is left to the forces of demand and supply, which eventually led to the development of illegal activities for procurement in developing nations. How are you going to go get all these donkeys? We going to have to start a donkey farm. Or, hey, let's just go to Africa and steal all the donkeys there. I mean, they got a lot of donkeys, right? But the Africans aren't going to be so willing to give up their donkeys since they have them as house pets or they use them for labor. So we might have to put together a syndicate and design a way for us to steal the donkeys. Maybe even if we got to kill some Africans to steal these donkeys and ship them back to China. Ejiao is booming. People are getting wealthy, filthy rich off of it. Steal donkey, use donkey skin, make Ejiao, get rich. After years of trade, the donkey population has now dangerously declined, and some African nations are actually starting to retaliate. Tanzania recently outlawed the killing of donkeys for their skins, claiming that the species was in danger of becoming extinct. Nigeria and other African nations have similarly outlawed the trafficking and the butchering of donkeys as well. Donkey slaughter is permitted in South Africa though, but only through a couple of licensed slaughterhouses, allowing a number of around 12,000 per year. That's a lot of donkeys to be killed. It's only 12 months in a year, so they're slaughtering an average of 1,000 donkeys per month every 30 days. I wonder who owns these slaughterhouses in South Africa that has permitted the slaughtering of donkeys at this rate. Small syndicates have been squashed, but Chinese syndicates are reportedly a little harder to control on the continent. The extent of Chinese investment in Africa has made it difficult for the Africans to rebel, owing to increased Chinese intervention in the area. However, efforts have been made to fight off the forced trade. I think the message that's going to China from Africa in particular is that our donkeys are too valuable an asset for us to have them skinned and shipped off to China to have them made into medicine. Our donkeys are not for sale, said Pope. The donkeys are subjected to very violent ways of slaughter, with some of them skinned while they are alive, my friend. This is how much they have to get to this ajiao. Reports of children being pulled out of school in Africa to make up for the loss of income incurred from the theft of their donkeys are also prevalent, because the donkey is needed to pull weight, do work, and once the donkeys are stolen or gone, the family got to pull the children out of school. Well, we don't have the donkeys anymore, so you're going to have to come to the fields and help us pull this weight until we can afford to get another donkey or two. Chinese demands for unconventional commodities have already led to the outbreak of deadly diseases like COVID. Have we forgotten? The CCP should, as a courtesy to the international order, make efforts to control the illegal syndicates that are working from its lands to stop terrorizing the population of developing nations. Now, listen, ajiao. Have you ever heard of something called ajiao? Do you use it? Did you know that donkey skin was required to make it? No? Have you seen Empresses of the Palace? Because it is from this movie or series that the Chinese have developed their love for ajiao. And sadly, Africa must pay. Chinese are very, very much invested in Africa. So, no surprise here. I watched a video once, a couple of years ago. I actually covered this on YouTube. Then I got flagged for it by YouTube because I showed the actual slaughtering of a donkey. But this was being done in Jamaica, around Jamaicans, by Chinese nationals. I don't know what they did with the meat, but it was said that they were using the meat in their restaurants. Maybe they were just making ajiao. I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Shout out to tfiglobalnews.com, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.